Yeah. Hey Nook, how you doing? All right. Yeah, that ruler came in useful. Focus. If you snap at the camera, it focuses faster. Did you know that? Okay, don't have a single tube worth of shit. All right. That means we have to use new tubes. Yeah, Asus is good. He was talking about he was talking about my Asus ruler that they gave me with the graphics card. All right. Where is your 5090? Get me sponsors. Get me sponsors. You can have all the 5090s you want. How much is this tube? 12 and a half. So we need a tube that's 13 and a half. Right. I don't have anything to mark with. Okay. Is this good enough? We got it. We got it. Yeah. Why don't you hold the glass pieces up to each other and measure that instead of using a ruler? Because I'm not trying to make them equal. I'm trying to make one that is 1 centimeter longer. All right. Easy peasy clean. Welcome back, Yaho. What in the fuckery was that? I wet the tube and I snapped it open. Focus, stupid camera. You've never seen Jace 2 Cents do that? No. Yeah, you score it to make a mark, then you wet it a little bit, and then it snaps. Super easy. I know you still need to do your loop. You're waiting so long that now your blocks are gonna be outdated. You were planning your loop since before 40 series come out. I mean, you have the parts. You could still put it together, you know. Because you do have everything. Welcome, rank 9. Second. All right. Lyrelingular. Wait, Lyrelingur. Yes, thermal grizzly stuff is chef's kiss. I actually already have the block mounted. Look, I'm just redoing the tubes. Oh fuck me! I forgot which tubes I had used for the EK stuff. God damn it! I should have saved those. Now they went with the mix. Oh well, it's alright. It's not like I'm ever gonna put back the EK's tube anyway. Wait, come back. We need to make sure there is not a single trace of water. Otherwise, the tube is going to crack immediately. Happened to me. Actually, it never happened to me. I've just seen other people fuck up, and yeah. All right. So this side. Bonk cleaner works well on that acrylic too. Just saying. This is not acrylic. This is glass. Oh, you mean like to clean them? What's bonk cleaner? Is like a cleaning thing, like Mr. Clean. I just use water. I so no, I the glass tubes I clean them with water. Actually, I clean everything with water. Whenever I do like water cooling maintenance, I just use water. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, you can. I just cut this tube. It's actually very easy to cut. The only thing you can't do with glass is bend it. I mean, you can, but you just need you need a thing like this, but with a different kind of gas or something that burns a lot hotter for a lot longer, and then you can bend it. But no one does that. People either they just do straight tubes or they buy pre-bent tubes. There is one guy who's his job is I think he's a glass. I think he's one of those guys who he blows glass, right? And he made a water cooling loop with glass, and he did his tubes like dolphins. If you look up, just Google water cooling loop glass dolphins, you will find it. You wanna make it a swirl? Jace Sense actually did that many years ago with PETG tubing. Woohoo! Fire is hot. Did you know that? If I drive to you right now, can I have a 5090? No, I only have one 5090. You could have had the 970 XT, but it is now spoken for. No, my 5080, I use it. I need it. I gave my 5070 Ti to my girlfriend. I am giving the 970 XT to a friend, and the 5080, I need it. Yes, I keep missing the fucking flame. Because this thing is here and you're here. Almost done on this side. Yeah. Almost done. Basically, what I'm looking for is for it to be shiny. If it's shiny, it's not gonna cut anything. I mean, I could just use it like this and not flame polish it. Some people do that, but I wanna just polish it. Good day from Australia? Well, that's nice. What time is it in Australia? I told you your motherboard was ass? Who are you? There's very few people to who I told their motherboard is ass. It's great here. Don't get me started on PC pricing. Yeah. Australia is I think Australia is worse than Canada for PC pricing. All right. Can I do this side now? I can't. It's too hot to grab. I'm gonna have to wait. What we're doing today? We're doing water cooling. I'm placing tubes in here. We have 2 tubes left to do. What the fuck? That thing is not straight. Never mind, it is. We're good. Focus on me, please, camera. Thank you. No more liquid cooling? You're not doing any more liquid cooling? Why not? PC pricing is insane everywhere except for Singapore, USA, and Madagascar. What? Actually, no. PC pricing is bad in the US. It's just the US is just better than other places. But still bad. Why is it not bad in Singapore? That's so random. And fucking Madagascar. What the fuck? That doesn't sound right. Oh. Yeah, of course. Minor said to Google him. Yes. And I'm going off, so good night. Good night, Demia. Thank you. Thank you for coming, Demia. See ya. I will Google Malzino later. Still hot. I didn't watch stream in this. Their new direct die. No, this is not direct die. They didn't make this direct die yet. They will at some point. I don't know how because it doesn't seem like you can take off the cold plate. So I don't know how they will make you convert it to direct die. But I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete this CPU next week maybe because I'm getting their a high performance IHS just for fun. Just for fun. Woohoo! Still hot. I'm keen to see how this goes on Intel. I actually don't think they are making a, at least for this water block, this one. I don't think they are making an LGA 1700 version. I'm not sure. They are making an LGA 1851 version, but I don't know if they are making a 1700 one. And, but maybe you can just use that one because it's kind of the same socket anyway. I'm not sure. How long did this take to complete? Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. You mean how long it took to put it together? Or from start to finish? Because from start to finish, it took years because I spent years buying things. Because no one buys all this shit all at once. To build it, I think it took like a few streams, took a few days. Maybe 3, 4 streams. Maybe I would say three streams is what it took to build. Yeah, probably 3 streams. And a lot of trial and error. I should have tested if this tube fits before I Should have tested if this tube fits before I polish it. Is your GPU going down the same, right? DeltaMate? It is already DeltaMated. That's the DeltaMate block. I got it when it came out a few months ago. Actually, it's kind of almost a year ago. Okay. I think it's cold enough to touch. We can polish the other side. Actually, no. Before polishing, we're gonna test if it fits. I actually think this tube is a few millimeters too long. But let's polish it fully and test it. Yes, the edges. Yeah. The edges are sanded to be rounded, and then after sanding them, I polish. Oh, and yeah, uh, water cooling 4900K like this, that would be nice. That would be a lot more worth it than water cooling a 9850X 3D. The cool thing is this water block I will keep for a long time because AM5 is gonna stay for a long time. So Oh, the thermal grizzly block. Oh yeah, it's not even a it's not even a competition with the others. It's crazy. I think this tube is a few millimeters too long. And if that's true, I'm kind of fucked. But I can just remake another one, I guess. There we go. Now it's all shiny. Alright. Now we wait. Wait for a long time. Let's check TikTok comments while we wait. Hmm. Today's video is actually doing very shit views. Right. Tisky! Look at that! I wait, can I still make that joke nowadays? I have no fucking idea. Well, you will be pleased to know, Tesk, since you're here. No, I don't think I can make that joke anymore. I'm not sure. How you doing? I'm copying glitch at the moment and I'm working on Gridfinity in my camera cabinet. What? Gridfinity? Oh, is that like the drawer thing? You know the joke, Tesky. You know how you used to call me? Remember when I joined your stream and you were like, see, and he is very homophobic. Yeah. Almost got me banned by some of your mods. Oh, you are always lurking. I appreciate that. Yeah, Nuke, you know, you're the reason I didn't get you're the reason I didn't get a 3D printer because you told me I shouldn't put it in my room. And if I don't put it in my room, I have nowhere to put it. So yeah, your mods are no chill. Yeah, you said that. You said it leaves out fumes or something, no? Well, I wanted the resin one. Yeah. Because if you do filament, I think you have to but I think even if you do the other things you're talking about, I think I could still just sand them, right? I think people do that to make them look smooth. Yeah, maybe I would just do that. Oh, that's true. Which one do you have? No, I mean the actual. Yeah, the printer. A1. Are you happy with it? Is that the one? Is that one I should get to start with? Come on. Woohoo! Oh, I wouldn't get. I wouldn't buy it now. It would be maybe in like a month or two. Okay. The same one glitch got it is. Do they release printers as fast as they release monitors? Because you know there is a new monitor every 5 hours. Come on, almost done. Kinda, sorta. Of course. It's still warm to the touch, and you need to wait until it's no longer warm to the touch. It needs to be perfectly cool. That's fine. All right. Now, I need to wet it. Yeah, Echo, thanks for coming. Okay. Camera. Just wet it a little bit. All right. Okay. I think it's like a few millimeters too long. I'm a bit annoyed now. It's okay. Okay, now we need this to be shorter. Do I even have a shorter tube now? Nope. I got high on Life 2 on Steam sales a couple days ago. Good game, though maybe a little more demanding than it should be. Using DLAA at 1440p on a 5080 maxed everything. That's actually more demanding than you would expect a game like that to be. I need a smaller ruler. I had a smaller ruler, but can't find it anymore. Welcome, welcome. Wait a second. All right. So, can I cut any of these tubes, or do I need to make a new one? I can cut. Yeah, we can cut easy peasy. Well, not this one. Actually, yeah, let's cut this one. Should be it. You think I could get a pen and actually do this shit right, but easy. All right. Now let's see if this works. The bases you printed are too big and you should have done samples first. See the shit I'm doing? The tubes I got are too big, and I should have done samples first. But the tube I got is too short, and I should have done a fucking sample first. Okay, this has to be it. This has to be the correct length. Why do I have a billion pings on Discord? People want to talk to me when I'm fucking streaming. Why don't they just come to the fucking stream? Huh? What is this? Hold on. Let's see what it's even about. Where's the Discord inbox thing? Oh, there it is. Right. Easy peasy. Now, which one is the one I was fucking looking for? This one in new sandpaper. Only cost me. Oh yeah, I forgot that shit takes forever to print. I did not pre-order GTA 6 and I will not even buy GTA 6. I will probably just wait for PC. Because that's the kind of game that if I play it on console, I will not want to replay it on PC. You know? Like I don't want to play it on console and like start unlocking everything and stuff like that. And then you move to PC and you're not gonna have your save, I don't think. If saves transfer, then yeah, I will actually play it on console. But we're not gonna know that. Like I don't think they will tell you before many months. Hey, actually, your save will transfer to PC. You're good. Ladder6, thank you for the follow. I'm the guy who you helped fix his PC getting bottlenecked. Oh yeah, with the power limit? Nice. Alright, let's test this shit. Welcome, Rifair, I don't know. Yeah. This one is like a few millimeters too long, and this one is a few millimeters too short. I hate my life. What I'm doing is re-changing the tubes in my loop because I changed water block. Well, have to be social human for some hours, so gotta go. Thanks, Yuruka, for coming. Have a good one. I don't know why you're being social at 2 a.m., but hey. I did find a site to make the Gridfinity bases easier. To the correct measurement and you just chilled. That's the rest for you. Yeah, that I wonder at what extent you can use AI for that. Like to make your life easier on 3D printing. Longer is better than shorter. At least you can trim. You can't. That's the problem. This is glass. I have to redo the whole thing. If it was PETG or acrylic, I could just, yeah, I could easily trim it. So this one is a bit too long. Not with that. I actually used to trim tubes, you know? I used to get, you need the Dremel, but I don't want to pull the Dremel now. This one is a bit too long, this one is a bit too short. No. All right, we don't have any tube that we can use. That means all of these just go back in the box. No. Nope. 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 And nope. All right. Hey, Kiwi. How you doing? There are some that can take a picture and make something, but those are separate models, not on ChatGPT or Claude. Oh, interesting. Oh my fucking god, bruh! I completely destroyed this tube. All right, this is rip. All right, I completely murdered that tube because I was scoring it right, and while I was doing it, I was going left and right, so it didn't. It rip. Goodbye. Good, and you? I'm good. I would be a lot better if I had. If I had. Holy shit! Thank you, Kiwi. 5 subs. Hey, to Ryuka and Amy, and Zenko and Kwako and Vibcore. All right, all right. I would be a lot better if I used a pen, but that would be weak. Eyeball everything. Just eyeball. Eventually, it will work. Yeah, Amy. Kiwi gifted you a sub. All right, this should work. This has to work. All right. Easy peasy. Okay, let's see. I think it's too long. How? If this one is too short, how is that one too long? That makes no fucking sense. Unless this one is not actually too short and this one is too long. Hold on. Holy shit, how long does it take you to do all that changing? A lot. Because I'm so stupid and lazy that I don't want to use the necessary tools. I just want to do it with the vibes. So we're just going. Nah, this is definitely too long. What the fuck? I fucked up again. Hey, Chris. Thank you for gifting a sub. He got his message blocked by the auto chat mod thing. Yeah. It's not the mod, it's the auto chat from Twitch. It'd be raging after an hour? Yeah. But for some reason, I have some patience when it comes to this. I think that other tube is actually well. I think that other tube is actually fine. It's just this one that's a bit too long. I didn't need to make a new one. Oh, what the fuck? Just a few millimeters shorter. Kiwi, what are you playing? I think since you finished Expedition, you didn't really play much. Did you go back to gambling? We got a hype chest. Thanks to Kiwi. Got an emote. An emote that's I can't tell what this is. The emote says it's called Who's This Diva? Alright. I got an emote. Wait, hold on. I'm just reading what Chris is saying. I came here to tell you you're not a pro gamer. I know that. I never pretended to be. Fuck you. And AMD is better than Nvidia, and my 5090 looks better than yours. You know, I still get comments that tell me, no, just use AMD, bro. Just use AMD. How can you possibly think that's a good idea? I don't understand. This has to be it. This has to be it. All right, we marked it. Let's go. Nothing. I just finished drawing like 2 minutes ago and came here. And Geshin his ass anyway. I wonder how he used to like. Good. At least you're, you know, recovering. All right. Moment of truth, gamers. Hold on. I want the left one, right? Clean, easy peasy. All right. This one should work. Let's sand it and polish it. Fortunately, we get a new Resident Evil game in 2027. And we get a new one in 2028 too. I still need to play Pragmata. Use iced coffee to cool the PC. That would not be good. You got money. I seen those. There's headphone in Microsetter. They're like 700. What? Oh, are you the Chris? You're 5090 970 XT, Chris. I was confusing you with I was confusing you with fucking Charles. That's not even the same name. Anyway, hey Chris, how you doing? Yeah, sorry, my bad. I kind of I have this thing where I look at the first two letters of a name, and that's how I assess who the person is. Oh yeah, I was kind of thinking about getting Pragmata, but I barely play on my PC now. Well, I mean, just because you barely play on your PC doesn't mean you can't get a game and play it. There's nothing wrong with not playing on your PC if you don't have any game that you want to play. Wait, what 5090 do you have again? I think it was a Zotac. We're not rich like you, we got jobs. Why do you think I'm rich? I just have a hobby. It's not the same thing. Or wait, Kiwi, did you actually buy a 5090? Ah, okay. Because I remember you were contemplating the idea of buying a 5090. I think that was around the time you vertically mounted your 5080 and you were having some problems. All right, give me a second. Hey, look, I have a Dark Souls towel. Where is it? You dried. For some reason on this camera, look how different it looks on this camera. Wait. All right, now let's try the inside. This guy got an Asus 5090 water cooling. He says he is not rich. The audacity. These headphones are not $700. My phone burned 1 month ago and I had to get a new one. I don't feel like buying anything. That's good. You don't need to buy anything. I think I might actually get a new phone this year because I need more storage. All right. But right now I have 128. Let me bring the chat here so I can read without turning my head. Pricing is more than likely to go up on phones. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, what do you want? Yes, it is the LTT screwdriver. Oh yeah, best screwdriver ever. I don't regret anything, even if it's expensive. Because I use it so much. Like, fuck that. I refuse to use any other screwdriver now. Yeah, it's like 100% worth it, especially for me at least. The next best thing is, like, I would say an electric screwdriver. If you have an electric screwdriver, you probably don't really care about the LTT one, but I don't have an electric one, so sometimes I just use a, if I have a lot of screws in like a furniture or something, I use a drill, but that's it. I never used an electric screwdriver. Like I said, sometimes I just use a drill when necessary. No fucking way. How are you surviving with that? I don't know, Kiwi. I have no idea how I'm surviving on 128. Like the other day, I wanted to film a video. Like I wanted to film something on my phone for a video, and it didn't want to because no storage. Annoying. So then I started deleting apps. Can you believe that? Like, what year is it? Imagine having to delete apps to be able to free storage. Get iCloud. I have iCloud, but it's full. I have the 200 gigabytes one, and I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for the 2 terabytes one, which is like $13 a month. Fuck that. They are not getting that. What iPhone you got? I have a 15 Pro. Yeah. My storage is full, and they keep telling me about. Yeah. I'm not getting 2 terabytes iCloud for $13 a month. Fuck them. I'm going to set up something so that it backs up into my NAS, but that's effort, and I don't feel like doing effort right now. I have a 512 gigabyte phone, and I have used 275. Well, to be fair, you do use your phone to make videos a lot more than mine, so a lot more than me. You can plug an SSD into your phone and record to that. Oh, wait, really? Do you need an app for that, or is it just does the iPhone just support that? Because that's surprising. Who buys 15 Pro with 120? Me, because I just needed the I just needed the phone. I didn't think I. Okay, to be fair, I think I bought the phone when I wasn't making videos yet, or I had just started. I didn't think I would ever like actually use the phone, for videos. Apple Camera supports it natively. What? That's crazy. I don't think I have an SSD lying around that I can just use for that, but I can probably get one from somewhere. I was gonna buy my 17 Pro Max with 1 TB, but settled with 512. I would have been interested in 17 Pro for more storage, but they didn't make a black one, so. A fast enough flash drive. What's fast enough? 3.2? 3.1? Oh yeah, this is good. This is shiny. This is good. Yeah. Yeah. Now we wait for this to cool down. Oh, 3.0. Okay. What phone I'm planning to get? I'm just gonna wait what they do with the 18 this year. And if the 18 is nice, and they release a fucking black one, I will get it. I'm way too bright. I will just get the 18. But if not, then I will get a used 16 Pro or something. Good night, Amy. Thank you for coming. Have a good one. No, you can't install RAM on the phone. What do you think this is? Apple need to make money and they need to make you pay. Rumor is the 18 is just gonna be a 17S, more of a refresh. That's fine. I'm okay with that. As long as it exists in black, I don't really care. As long as it exists in black and it doesn't have worse camera features. The rest, they can do whatever the fuck they want, to be honest. Z28 2008. Thank you for the follow. Dark cherry color, like a very dark red or something. Who buys a case? I buy a case. Look, I have a case. Yeah, I used to do that too, but the only reason I don't, especially now that I spend 99% of my time at home, but but I stopped doing that. You know why? Because the phone slides everywhere. If you put it on the bed, it just slides. So fuck that. Put it on my lap, it slides off. Buy a good case. I have a good case. I'm talking about if you have the phone without a case. Still hot. Maybe you got a fake iPhone. I don't think a fake iPhone would actually slide. I remember fake iPhones. When I was in Algeria, those were everywhere. If you go buy an iPhone, 75% of the time it's a fake one. Woohoo! I used to care about phone. I never cared about phones. When I well, that's not true. When I got my first iPhone was the iPhone 4S, and you could jailbreak it. You could jailbreak it, and you could install a bunch of different mods and tweaks from what was that thing called? That other app store where people made Cynthia. I think it was Cynthia. I used to. You could mod your iPhone so much with that thing. That was crazy. After you jailbreak it, but eventually, whatever. Actually, now most of those mods that you could do back then, now they are just built-in features. I've got 17 Pro, first actual new phone I have had since 2007. What the fuck? Everything else has been secondhand. Ah, okay, makes sense. I'm trying an idea of getting ahead of the planned obsolescence. I don't think there is actually planned obsolescence, to be honest. I I think it's just, I think because I read something like, because your battery gets worse, your phone becomes slower to try to save battery. I think that's how it works, but maybe Nuke can correct me on that if he's still here. Will that thing break if you dropped it on the floor? Yes, it happened before. I will show you, but I don't feel like cleaning because I mean, it is glass. Yeah, the battery is just the one thing that's like, on my iPhone 12, I had an iPhone 12 mini. The battery became so shit. No, wait. No, iPhone SE. I had an iPhone SE. The battery was so shit that I ended up, I wanted to replace it. So I replaced it myself. I bought a battery online and I replaced it myself. And it was instantly so much better. It's like an upgraded phone. That was crazy. It's crazy, crazy difference. The phone was faster, the battery lasted forever. But that new battery was good for like a week. After a week, the phone became worse than before I changed the battery. So I think if you want to change the battery, you either pick better than what I bought or just have Apple do it or something. I was gonna ask you something, but you probably won't notice since yours is water cooled. I mean, I don't know. Ask away. All right. This is still warm to the touch, but I think I can do the other side. Wait, I have another camera angle. There we go. Ask your question, Chris. I'm curious now. Ever since my last NVIDIA driver update, my 5090 has been running a little warmer than usual, and I can't figure it out no matter what fan curve I use. No, I do not have that. Are you sure it's the last NVIDIA update and not just because it's summer? Are you sure that it's not just your room is hotter than normal? So, you know, your room getting 1 degree hotter, your GPU is gonna get at least 1 degree warmer or more. Well, then it would be super easy for you to test. Just roll back the driver and see if the issue is resolved. But like, make sure you actually record your temperature properly, you know? Don't just eyeball it. AC saves GPUs. Yeah, AC saves everything. All right. Hopefully, I don't need this thing anymore. Now let's wait again. It was running 70, 75. Now it's 75C, 80. Do you think it's consuming more power? Oh, it's pulling more power? I mean, if it's pulling more power, then that explains it. Nayan, thank you for the follow. If it's pulling more power, then yeah, that's the explanation. It shouldn't be. Well, maybe they unlocked your GPU. Because there was an update a few months ago where people were noticing that their GPUs were performing worse, clocking less, and consuming less power. So maybe they undid that now. Either way, you should not be concerned about your GPU consuming more power. That's power equals performance. So I've undervolt. Yeah, maybe you just need to tune your undervolt a little bit more. I don't want to burn my house down. Yeah, that's fair. I don't undervolt because I like to see the high clock speeds. But yeah, if you want to save temperature, yeah, undervolting is good. Also, I freaking play WoW and RuneScape. I don't need more power. That's fair. You could also say you don't need the 5090, but here we are. You buy a 5090, but I don't use ray tracing. God, I fucking hate you. I know, fucking right. You got the deal. Ah, that's right. You did buy yours at a very nice price. That's fine. Something is weird with this scene. There you go. Yeah. When you have a 5090, I feel like you can do whatever and anybody can say and nobody can say anything. Yeah. Wait, what do you wait, hold on. I think I didn't read that right. And nobody can say nothing? 5080 gang? Yeah. Kiwi has a 5080. And she was talking about upgrading to a 5090. Oh, you have a 6090, my bad. I got the Gigabyte Water Force. What? You have the Water Force? Wait, does yours actually go to 450 watts? Because my Astral 5080 also has the 450 watts BIOS, supposedly, but it doesn't actually go to 450 watts. It doesn't even reach 400 watts. When the 5090 reaches 5,000, I must sell mine for 4K. What? It already is at 5,000. What are you talking about? At least last time I checked, my Astral was. I think I saw it at 6,000. Oh, you guys are killing me. Wait, Kiwi, didn't you get focused? Kiwi, didn't you get a 4K monitor recently? Or did you cancel that? The Gigabyte Gaming OC5080 does have 450 watt power limit. Hey, kid Kev. Yeah, it says it has the power limit, but does it actually reach it? Like, do you see 450 watts when you're in a game or in 3D Mark? Because my Astral also says the 5080 Astral. It also says it has 450 watts BIOS, but then it never actually reaches that in 3D Mark or in a game or anywhere. Unless Fur Mark. Okay. I wonder why. I didn't actually try it in Fur Mark. I was going to, but the money was supposed to be spent on. I had to go to the phone. Ah, that's fair. Yeah, you said that. It's not a real 5080. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's not real. You know, maybe I got scammed. I bought a plastic 5080. Not even real. This is fucking glass dust. I shouldn't touch it with my hand. How many GPUs you got? I have a 5090. I have a 5080. I had two 5070 Ti's. One is in my work PC. One I gave to my girlfriend. I have a 4070, which I had a 4070 Super, which I gave to a friend. I have another 4070 Super, which I am about to give to a friend. I have a 970 XT, which I will eventually give to someone who, I mean, it is basically spoken for. I have my 3080 Ti, which I will not give to anyone. Uh, and I have a 1080 Ti Strix, which is in this blue PC right here. That's my NAS. Here. And I have a 970, which was my first GPU. You say I'm not rich. I just have a hobby. All right. This should work. Give me a second. Wait. Let's go big camera. Boy, come back. Hello. All right, this has to work. There is no way this doesn't work. Hold on, let me get the other one. First GPU was the 1060. I think the 1060 is basically a 970, right? I didn't get the 1080 Ti when it came out. I got the 1080 Ti when 20 series came out. All right, so let's go here. You have to be joking. This tube is too short, but this one is too long? How? I don't get it. How? There is no way. Look at the difference between them. It's like 5 millimeters. So what? Do I need 2 millimeters? Something is wrong here. Give me a second. Mine was 7700K and 1080. Oh, okay. It was a beast of a PC. The 1080 is still alive. Everything else has failed from abuse. My yeah, my 1080 Ti, like I told you, is still in that blue PC. Still running, still working. No rest for the wicked. I'm really confused. How is this one too long, but this one too short? Makes no sense. Wait. Oh, wait a second. Oh. I feel like I need to send this one to find out. All right. What did I miss? Ragent break everything? Yeah, I kind of want to. Mine was GT 740. Okay, boomer. What's the time where everyone is? It's 8 p.m. here. It's 3 a.m. for 3 a.m. for Kiwi. I think Chris, Chris, you're American, right? My first GPU was ATI HD. Okay, we have a winner. Pff. I have no idea what that even is, but it sounds old as fuck. I still have it. Yeah, some things I think I will just continue to keep. I'm not gonna just like get rid of them. Like I'm not gonna get rid of my 970. Same for my 1080 Ti or my 3080 Ti because I traveled so much with the 3080 Ti. I took it to I took it I took it to Chicago for work. I took it to Chicago for work. I took it to Baltimore for work in the US. I took it to Austria because my girlfriend lives in Austria. Actually, it is in Austria right now. And then I brought it back, and then I took it again. Okay, let me wash this. Do you just be walking around in your bag? No, because when I go to my girlfriend, I need to have a PC in there, so I take it with me. All right, clean. This one should work. We got it, gamers. We got it. It only took a billion fucking tubes. Shit, I need to polish it. All right, let's do it. At least this is the last time we do this. It's not perfect. It could use like 1 degree of straightness. Like it's not perfectly straight. So like if one more degree, a few more degrees of straightness. Wow, this sounds very homophobic. But and then it will be perfect. But it's not even noticeable. So fuck it, I'm going with it. My first GPU was a 1660 Super. That was nice. 1660 Super was a great GPU. That was some of the last GPUs under $300 that were not garbage. Yeah, the value on that thing was really really good. If it wasn't for the crypto shit, 1660 Super would have been chef's kiss. I mean, it was chef's kiss. It would have continued to be great. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for crypto shit. My arm is tired. AIO better? Honestly, yeah, fuck this shit. I have very good Apex memories from then. Hey, I used to play Apex too, before it becomes weird as fuck. Now everyone is fucking Spider-Man in Apex, walking on walls and shit. It's crazy. I can't compete anymore. Yeah, it's crazy how people are playing lately. So you know, rest in pieces, I guess. I think last time I tried Apex was I tried a few games last year or something. Yeah, last year we tried a few games last year. That was we've had some game. I think we even won a few games. So it was all right. You know what I mean? But it's still crazy. A little bit more. AIO GPUs are just a different kind of beast. You can get away without an undervolt a lot more. Yeah, AIO GPUs, because GPUs consume so much more power. That means water cooling them is so much more beneficial than fucking CPUs. I don't ever want to open it though. The thing is probably jam packed with thermal. Yeah, don't do that, especially because you have a you have you have the water force. You have a gigabyte water force. There's two reasons you never want to open it. Number one, Gigabyte decided to use thermal putty instead of thermal pads in their GPUs this generation, in their infinite fucking wisdom. Number two, Gigabyte tend to put liquid metal on bare copper coolers. And if you put liquid metal with bare copper coolers, the liquid metal starts to fuse with the copper and then also starts to fuse with your GPU. So if you ever want to take it apart, you're gonna destroy your GPU die. So don't do that shit. I agree, but having to do all that work to change the tubes, you don't have to do all this work to change the tubes. You have to do all this work to change the tubes if you're me, because I'm doing glass tubes. And the reason I'm doing glass tubes is because shiny and pretty. If you use plastic tubes, you can cut them with like some cutter thing, and you sand them a little bit, and that's it. Thanks, Nook. Have a good one. Especially if you use rubber tubes, like these. And I make these in transparent too. If you use this, you just cut it with scissors and you're good, you're done. If you use hard tubes that are plastic, You cut them with some cutter things, and then you sand them, and that's it. You're done. Water cooling is easy. Just don't do glass tubing. Takes a long time. I've got it mounted horizontally, but it was designed to be mounted vertically. Somebody's anxious about the paste gel. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a valid concern. I I wouldn't mount it vertically if it was me. I don't know if it's safe or not, but I just know I know if I had one, I wouldn't do it vertically. Oh shit! I still have the other side to polish. It'll take forever. But at least after that, we're done. We're gonna put water inside again. Vertically mounting looks fire. Yeah, but his GPU is weird. I actually don't like vertical mounts. I prefer horizontal. Is it sinful to use a 5080 mobile for indie games? Yeah, but it's okay. It's mobile, so it's a laptop. So it's not like you had the choice, you know what I mean? It came with the laptop, so it's not your fault. If someone buys a desktop 5080 to play indie games, that's a problem. Yeah, that is sinful. What liquid do you use in water cooling thingy? It's a liquid that is based of distilled water. Did they put it on the box? Oh, seems they don't put it on the box. It's it has distilled water and it has some glycol, kind of a little bit like car coolant. And it has other additives to make sure that Cthulhu don't grow in the loop. No, not normal drinking water. It has to be distilled water with the necessary additives and a little bit of coloring to make it blue. There is other kinds of coolants, other kinds that are garbage. I don't use those. I use transparent coolants because they are cleaner. What happens if you spill some in your PC? If it's new, nothing. If it's old like mine, bad things. Because if it's new, distilled water is not conductive. But once you start using it, the moment it touches anything, so such as using it in the loop, it immediately starts to pick up a bunch of chemical shit, ions and stuff from the metals, and it becomes conductive eventually. But it takes some time. Like mine here, this one is like 2 years old or something. It is most certainly conductive, but I'm gonna reuse it anyway because fuck buying new shit. I got it on sale, so I just picked it up when the price was of a 5070 Ti laptop. Was that's smart. A lot of people they use those funky coolants, like this one here. Look, I don't know if you can see. You can't see. Well, shit. I just squeezed some all over everything. I don't know if you can see my finger here. You can't, right? Anyway, this is transparent water. So, because it's see-through, that means it's not gonna... There is those coolants that are not transparent. You can't see through them. And those, over time, they clog up your loop. A bunch of shit starts to appear in the loop, becomes disgusting. You see those all the time. When you see water cooling builds on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or anywhere, and you see that they have water that's not transparent, like a red coolant that you can't see through it, for example, that will become a mess eventually. But if you use transparent water like I do, nothing will happen. See that PC right there? Yeah. That blue PC right there? That's using the same coolant for like 5 years. All right, now let's do the other side. I stick with AIO. I can't deal with all that shit. Yeah, that's why AIOs exist. See? Just move to Canada and I will make it for you. Easy peasy. Too bad you're living in Mars. That's fair. I forgot that's where you lived. Yeah, it's burning. Burning hot. Look at that orange flame. Yeah. Oh yeah. Algeria is playing in the World Cup today. It's playing against Austria. That game is funny for me because I'm Algerian and my girlfriend is Austrian. And I feel like if I'm gonna buy a PC with water cooling, it will be 10 times more expensive. Yes, it would be. You should not do that. You either make it yourself or you don't do it. Buying pre-builds with water cooling is just, especially because a lot of the pre-builds, a lot of the water-cooled pre-builds that I see, a lot of the time, it's really sloppy work. There's very few pre-built companies that do water cooling right. I am on the fence. I have a 1400K and even a 420 push-pull isn't enough. Well, you know, push-pull isn't really bleh. Push-pull is nothing special. Push-pull is very overrated. How come it's not enough? What are you doing with your 4900K? There's no way you're using it for just gaming and it's not enough. Harlem, I've always wondered your ethnicity. I am from Algeria. So I don't know what the fuck ethnicity is in there. I'm North African. Usually when people say ethnicity, they mean are you white? Are you brown? Are you Asian? Are you Latino? Are you black? I don't know. I don't know. 14th generation from Intel is incredibly dog at temps. Is it? I don't know about that. But I don't have 14th gen. I have a 14600K. Super easy to cool, even if it's 200 watts. Yeah, those things run real hot, unfortunately. They should be direct die. If you have the latest BIOS, you're not gonna have degradation. That's been fixed a long time ago, so you don't have to worry. But I mean, what are your temperatures when you're playing in a game? There's no way with a 420, there is no way your temperatures in game are like more than 50 degrees or something. My 4700K right now is 46C. Ah, you do have, that's right. Kiwi has Intel too. I'm so happy I have a 9800X 3D. It's so cool and fast. I never have to worry about temps on a. Yeah, 9800X 3D is very low power, so that's true. Stop spilling everywhere. Ah. Now we're chilling. We're waiting. Wow, today's video is really shit in views. I wonder if I should re-upload it. Or just fuck it. Whatever. Ugh. Fairly mine is 38 right now, but it barely touches 50C. What are you talking about? Is that the 9800X 3D? My PC runs very quiet, no joke. Uh, 38. That must be idle. I have no idea what. I have no idea what. I never look at idle temps. I really don't care about idle temps, actually. Itchy Freaky. It was fixed from the get go. All you had to do was lock your frequency voltages. There are guys who have had. Well, no, it wasn't fixed from the get go. If you had to do something yourself to have it not happen, it wasn't fixed. When we say fixed, we mean people who use their stuff at stock settings. I have a 1400K running at 35C, right, watching the stream. Yeah, Intel has very low idle temps. Because Intel is just better when it comes to dissipating the heat, not like fucking Ryzen. You do nothing and it's like 50 degrees. I think they can be safely overclocked as long as the V current temps are under control, but only so much before the ring start degrading. I still and the highest potential of our CPU when you consider. No, if you overclock it yourself and you tune it yourself, you're not gonna have degradation unless you really push it like a savage. But who does that? The degradation was because people who had their CPUs at stock settings, which is the fucking majority of people, the CPU, if you leave it at stock settings, it will just fucking kill itself. So why is my Intel CPU running on 4060 just watching the stream? Isn't that kind of high? You're probably in a very hot room, Kiwi. They just run hot. They don't run hot. Intel CPUs don't run hot. They just consume a lot of power and are hard to cool. It's not the same. I have my AC on 25 degrees. Oh, well, I don't know how to help you then. But I can't tell you about idle temps. I don't care about idle temperatures. I never look at my idle temperatures. Start a Cinebench run and tell me the temperature, and then I can tell you, yeah, you're fine. You're probably fine. I don't think you should worry about anything. I'm running an Asus Ryujin 360 Bingrid. Yeah, that's actually that's a good cooler. It's funny because the internet is so funny, because if you tell people that you have the ROG AIO, you know, they will be like, Asus ROG gaming brand, bad quality, blah, blah, blah. But the Asus ROG AIOs, they use the same fucking pumps, the same fucking Asetek pumps as the new Noctua AIO that everyone is praising. And the cold plate and stuff. So, Harlem. My friend has a 12900K and a 3090. The 12900K is knocking on the door of the power draw of the 3090 at 241 watts. That's insane for a CPU that gets dunked on in gaming. Yeah, the cool thing with Intel, because this is a 9850 X3D, but I use the 12900K when I'm at my girlfriend's place. And on that CPU, the 12900K, I have a garbage air cooler just because for fun. And I keep it, it's overclocked, but it's always at 100 degrees. The cool thing with Intel is if you set it yourself, it will have the same clock speeds at 30 degrees or at 100 degrees. Doesn't matter. I play Battlefield 6, 100 degrees, 12900K. But I don't give a shit. Itchy Frecky. You have no idea how good it is to hear someone who knows what they are talking about. Most tech guys are clueless, especially the big tech channels. Yeah, it's... I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Intel topic that we're discussing. It's very frustrating to hear other people talk about Intel. It's insanely frustrating. But... I had the 12400F for a while. Yeah, 12400F is a nice, cute CPU. It's gotten expensive lately. I think the new people are buying 14600Ks lately. That's so scary running at 100 degrees. If mine goes, well, you have a Ryzen CPU. Your Ryzen CPU, you should not let it go to 100 degrees. If it's Intel, it's fine. If it's Ryzen, no. Alder Lake was a great release from... Yeah, Alder Lake was nice, but they made it irrelevant so fast. Like 13th gen boosted so much higher immediately, and you could overclock it so much higher immediately. So I think 12th gen was a nice start. Well, Alder Lake is 12th gen, right? I think 12th gen was a nice start. It was a good start. But the DDR5 being so expensive at first, and the fact that 13th gen immediately killed 12th gen, at least for high end. You know what I mean? But overall, 12th gen was good, yeah. I feel like 100C on Ryzen could have been possible without OC. Well, Ryzen CPU, it's not gonna let itself get to 100 degrees anyway. It's gonna throttle. Welcome, it's Zefix. Thank you for the follow. They took it too far on power consumption and ran too hot. Mod wrong mod wrong direction. Um, the I guess you could say that they took it too far with power consumption. Yeah. The problem is the problem is when it comes to power consumption, the very moronic thing that everyone does online when they talk about power consumption is they give you the power consumption of Intel CPUs using a multi-core load, like Cinebench, for example. But then when they talk about Ryzen, they give you the gaming power consumption of Ryzen, which is super low. But if you take a 9950X, if you unlock it, it will do over 300 watts in Cinebench 2. So it's kind of the same fucking thing anyway, you know? You just don't unlock your Intel CPU and it will not consume that much power. Okay, let me try this tube, okay? I think we got it, gamers. I'm just gonna wait for it to cool down a little bit. It's still warm to the touch. Reach. Oh, that is something that really pisses me off. Whenever I make a TikTok, I haven't talked about CPU in a long time, but I used to always get people telling me, "Oh, Intel power consumption," which is true. It's higher than Ryzen, but people don't compare it fairly. I feel like. The unfortunate thing is, if you have Intel, you need to buy a better motherboard than if you have Ryzen, and you need to buy better cooling than if you have Ryzen. If you have a 4900K, that is. The motherboard thing is kind of what is kind of the one big problem, especially considering now you can hardly find the DDR4 Intel motherboards. Where the fuck is my? I'm missing a fitting collar. Oh, it's here. All right, let's do this shit. Hold on, let me read some chat. I remember seeing that Intel was faster when I got my last PC. I got a 5800X, and the main reason I didn't go Intel was because, which was faster for gaming, was purely because of power temperature. 5800X, that was in 2020. The competitor was 10900K. Yeah, that was a lot more power. That was not even close. That was not even close. I didn't have Intel 10th gen, but I really wanted it. And I wanted it so much, but then I just didn't. I had X299, so it didn't make sense for me to get that. Faster for gaming kind of only matters in 1080p anyway. Back then, you know, in 2020, 1080p was a lot more relevant than it is today, to be fair. So it was Alder Lake. No, the 5800X competitor was Intel 12th gen. Sorry, 10th gen, not 12th gen. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Oh, thank you for gifting a sub. It just so happens that Ryzen 5000 lasted so long because AMD don't fucking release new CPUs. You know what I mean? Like even now, look at them. They just they're AMD are re-releasing the same fucking CPUs every time. Reminds me of someone else. Isn't that weird? I wonder who did that before and then they got dunked on. Yeah, this is what you get when there's no competition. Yeah, once you get to 1440p, it's very hard to like the CPU stuff really gets very I mean, it still matters, you know what I mean? Like you would see depending on the game, it still matters. It just matters a bit less. It's just most of us have nice CPUs. Like you have a 4900K. Let's say there is a game where a 9800 X3D will get you a tiny bit more FPS. It's not worth it. CPUs have stagnated when it comes to gaming. I have not moved it from 1440p. I don't see the point. Didn't you say you have a 5080? If you have a 5080, then wait, what did you say above? My friend has a 1200K and a 3090. The 3090 is knocking on the door of the 3090 at 241 watts. The 3090 is a 450 watts GPU. The 1200K is not knocking on the door of that. Come on. You have a 5080 and yeah, at the 50 with a 5080, 5080 is very hard. It's very hard to choose a resolution for a 5080 because you could do 4K, but if you stay at 1440p, you still benefit from it. The thing is, if you go to 4K and you use DLSS quality, it still looks better than if you're at 1440p but you do native. So it's not an easy choice. All right, gamers, the loop is full. Finally, let's leak test this shit. Give me a second. I'll be back. All right. 58, 4900K and 5080 here. 1440p is good for me. Yeah, see? I have a 5080 at my girlfriend's place. I use a 1200K and a 5080. And I'm using 1440p there. I use 4K with the 5090. My 5080 mobile is totally ready for that new Samsung 6K monitor with Spider-Man 2. 5080 is just a weird GPU. I love it, but it's so weird. Yeah, the problem is they nerfed it so much. You know? Like the gap bit with the 5090 is too big. They nerfed it too much. I'm using the pump to leak test this thing, but the loop isn't fully empty, so it's a mess. What did I miss? Call me whatever. I'll probably go to RTX 6090 or 10900 XT if they are not priced insanely high. They will be priced insanely high. My dream has always been a 90 tier card. That's understandable. RDNI 5 sounds cool on paper, but AMD always finds a way to do something odd. Yeah, they will. 100%. I look thought at that point it will be more about VRAM rather than anything else, but maybe I don't understand the need for mobile chips. The stupid thing with mobile GPUs is their names make no fucking sense whatsoever. And everything will be irrelevant when the NVIDIA RTX Spark laptops come out anyway, so finally. Because seriously, the current way of making laptops is garbage. The mobile chips are honestly misleading. They shouldn't be. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, their names make no fucking sense. Yeah. Okay. So we have a problem here. Let me deal with that really quick. It's gonna be a mess. You have a GRI PSU? I have no idea what this PSU is actually. If it's GRI or not. I have no fucking idea to be honest with you. This is an Asus Thor Platinum 1. The first Asus Thor that they did. 1200 watts. It is essentially the first Asus Thor, at least. That was essentially just a copy of the Seasonic Prime of the time with Asus branding. It's literally the same CPU, PSU. Oh, that was for Harlem. My bad. I'm not able to build pressure for some reason, so I don't know. There is a leak somewhere and I can't find it. It's weird. It's never happened before, actually. Usually, when there is a leak, it's like obvious. Now it's sneaky. What did I miss? What's the problem? Uh, 50, 70, 40, 90 performance. Yeah, a fucking joker. They could say you'd get that if you played. No, no. I think I'm probably not qualified enough to help either. I'm not sure what you guys' problem is, but I should repaste the question. Hopefully, he sees it and can give a good take. What's the question? Okay. If I have a card that needs two 12V plugs, should I run as should I run it as one native and one adapter, or have two on adapter, or just nothing? Just asking because the 6 may require that. Uh, it probably doesn't matter. It already doesn't matter if you have an adapter, if you use an adapter or a direct cable. I don't see why it would matter if you have two different cables. I'd get a card with per pin monitoring to add to that. Oh yeah, if I get 6090, it'd be Astra for the pin detection. Well, now you just get this thing. Get a thermal view. Wire View Pro 2 from Thermal Grizzly. And that will give you that for every GPU. Link for that. No. Thermal Grizzly. There you go. Just make sure to get to pay attention if you need the normal or the reversed one? I love the idea, but that's something that never. I mean, obviously, of course, it never needed to be made. But here we are. The difference being, what do you mean? What the difference between what and what, Gigis? Oh, so different GPUs have the connector facing different sides. Like, see the clip to pull the connector? Sometimes it's on the top, sometimes it's at the bottom. So you need to see what your GPU has. The clip is at the top. Yeah, so it's like mine. That means you need to reverse. Look at the pictures. They have pictures on their website. Oh, wait. They made a compatibility chart. That's cool. So all you have to do is scroll all the way down in the page and you choose 5080, and then they tell you if you need a wire view normal or a reversed. Yeah, that's pretty cool from them. Yeah, and that thing, it will show you the pin per pin current. It will tell you if you have. I've done a few videos on that. It will tell you if you have current imbalance. If you plug it with USB, it will even appear in hardware info 64. I'm not using the USB, but you can. And if you have a current imbalance, I think it has an alarm or something if it gets bad. It's pretty cool. And if you plug it with USB, you can, and you get the thing in hardware info 64, you can set up your own alarm in hardware info 64, which is what I do with the Astral. Um, I need to find where my leak is. Give me a second. I found the leak. Easy peasy. It's a problem. I'm fucked. Okay, so another one for 64 is such a great piece of software. If you're lucky enough to have an Oris mobile, they have a couple extra features too. Oh yeah, like what? Melty Cayman is like something I'm insanely scared of. Burning my entire family house down isn't exactly on my wish list. Oh no, get a wire view put. I mean, you have a 5080. The risk for look, okay, look. A big reason I explained this in a few videos. A big reason the connector catches fire is because of current imbalance. The cable has 6 pins. Each pin is supposed to have maximum 9 amps. More than 9 amps per pin, it's a problem. If you have a 5090 that is pulling 600 watts on a good cable, you would have 9 amps per pin. All right? The 5080 does what? 350 watts? That means when the 5080 is fully maxed out on a good cable, you have like maybe 5 amps per pin. So for a 5080 to go over 9 amps on a single pin and catch fire, you need a very, very fucked up cable. You need an abysmal cable. That's why you don't see a lot of 5080s catch fire. So that's not to say that's the only reason, right? It is one of the reasons. That's why most GPUs that catch fire are 5090s or those stupid 9070 XTs that use the controller because the connector, because they force you to have such a stupid bend on the cable. It's dumb. I don't know the 9070 XTs that use this connector. I have no idea what they were thinking. And no, I did not fuck up the build. You see how the thermal grizzly block has this black cover that can go over it. And when it's installed, my fittings don't seal all the way. I need to figure it out. Okay. I think I figured it out. Let's wait. The ProArt OC is 2.5 slots. Yeah, but the problem with those 5090s is the thin ones, they suck in terms of temperatures. But I guess they are not for gaming, so whatever. I don't think they'll use any less power. No, they will not use less power. I'm hoping they can with the 3 nanometer. See, the thing is, yes, with going lower, they will use less power, but like, but then they will make them, they will boost their performance enough so that they stay the same power. You know what I mean? So if a 6080 is using 3 nanometers, it's still gonna do like 350 watts, but with that 350 watts, it's gonna do a lot more performance. Right, some 5080 for cheap too, because I have no enrollment. Some other smug can. Another one of my friends is so funny. They want to get a 5060 Ti 16 gigabytes model, but refuse to get the 960 XT, even though they don't use DLSS or any of the feature NVIDIA taxes you for, making me question why they want to spend as much money to get a GPU. They want, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I I don't understand people who I don't understand people who buy a GPU and they like refuse to use its features. At least fucking upscaling, you know what I mean? Because DLSS, the game literally looks better if you use it, and you have more FPS with it. So I don't. It makes no sense to me. New PSU and new GPU incoming, so basically spending the same performance. I mean, that's fine. Maybe they don't trust AMD's. I don't know. All right. Okay. So the build actually works. Everything's fine. There is a compatibility problem between my water block and my fittings. That's a little problem that I need to fix maybe with an extension. Which I think I can fix right now before I end stream. All right. We fixed it. I am a genius. I'm gonna have to actually probably talk to them and tell them, hey, there is a compatibility problem with your block and some fittings. Eh? Yeah. All right. Gamers, the loop is working. Maybe bro is worthy of it. Yeah, what did I miss in chat? New PSU Jimnya. I mean, from what I know, the Pro Art goes up to about the same as. Yeah, it's the same as the Founders anyway. While the Tough. No, that's not true. No, the Founders, where the Tough and Astral would go mid 60s, the fucking Founders would be in the 80s. The Founders is garbage. Oh, Nvidia opened up their designs. That's why they started doing the same kind of GPUs. Interesting. I wasn't get the FE. Yeah, I would not get the AFE. The Founders is so garbage in every level. It's garbage with temperatures. The actual connector on it is so much worse than every others. The Founders is garbage in every way. The only cool thing about the Founders is the concept of it. You know, it's like a split PCB, super thin 5090 flow through design. That's cool, but in practice, it doesn't work at all. If you can answer this question, I'll follow. Okay, what question, Big J? Hey, Kiwi, you're still here. Yeah, there was a problem, but I figured it out. Yeah, we're good now. I'm not gonna fill it yet because I'm tired. After I end stream, I will chill, eat, and I'm gonna make another one of these streams next week anyway. So, because I'm gonna delete the CPU. They opened the split PCB. Okay, that makes sense. That's why we started seeing so many of those that no one can buy anyway. I'm waiting for your question, Big LJ. Yeah, I'll be going to sleep now. It's 4 a.m. It was fun. Thanks, Kiwi. I'm gonna end soon anyway. Thank you for coming. Good night. Yeah, no one can fucking buy them anyway. So I mean, thanks. I guess thanks for fucking nothing. I have a 5070 Ti Pro Art here. That's why I wanna make. That's why I'm leaning towards getting the Pro Art case for my game work PC. And I also have the because I also have it in a Pro Art motherboard. Yeah, the only cool thing is the Aorus Infinity. How do you leak? How do you leak test? With this thing. No, wait, hold on. Mic change. Mic swap. Hello. This is garbage mic, but bear with me. This thing. Yeah. What? I don't know why I can't focus, but this thing basically has a gauge, and I pump the system, and I wait. If the gauge goes down, there is a leak somewhere. It's letting air out. If I wait like 10-15 minutes and it doesn't go down, then there is no leak. We're good. Now it's not going down. And the reason... Come here. Why is this camera not letting me focus? Hold on. Give me a second. What's happening here? All right. The reason there was a leak earlier is because this fitting is so thick, it was sitting on top of the cover. So now I put an extension behind it so that it doesn't hit the cover. The cover was preventing it from sealing. And this is the thing. Okay. So I pump it, and then I wait. If this doesn't go down, we're good. Why only one RAM stick? Because I needed to remove the other one because I needed space. Actually, I need to put it back. Thank you. Is 5050 3600 good for 4K gaming to 120 FPS? Yeah, of course. Why would you even ask that? So maybe like a 2060 with a Pentium dual core for hashtag re-release the 2070. Will that be good? No, that would be a terrible idea. Will the C30 be good for 4K gaming? If they put men on the moon with the CPU power of a toaster, I think it would be fine. All right. It seems that guy is not bringing me his question. All right. I'm tired. So thank you guys for being here. I will see you. Am I streaming tomorrow? Maybe I will stream tomorrow. Otherwise, I will see you in Discord. Make sure you join Discord if you haven't already, because that's where we can talk and stuff. All right? See ya. Thank you guys for being here. Any tips for a first-time water-cooled PC builder? Wait, I will respond to that. Tip for a first-time water-cooled PC builder. Number 1, use soft tubing. Number 2, use transparent PC coolant. Do not buy the opaque garbage, the pastel stuff. None of that bullshit. Use transparent water. This is transparent. I don't know if... No, it's too thick. But yeah, this is transparent water. Don't use opaque garbage. Do not buy cheap knockoff water blocks. Buy water blocks from good brands. Alpha Cool, Optimus, Thermal Grizzly. What else there is? Bits Power. There's a few good brands out there. Heat Killer. And use a drain. Install a drain in your loop. Don't do like those people who don't, and then whenever you try to do any maintenance, it's a nightmare. EK is good. EK make good stuff. The problem with EK is you can't really buy their stuff anymore unless you find it at Performance PCs or something. Do not buy directly from EK. Whatever you do, if you want something from EK, don't buy directly from their website. Have you played Castlevania? It's not what your opinion on Metroid. No, I didn't play the old Castlevania games, actually. The only Castlevania game I played was Castlevania Lords of Shadow. The one that's like the one that they made like it was kind of like God of War. I liked it. I liked it a lot, but that's the only Castlevania I played. Still supply issues ongoing? I don't know what are their issues. I just know that their subreddit is full of horror stories of people making orders and they don't get their stuff. So I don't even know if that link is still correct. That link is not good. If you want to join, just scroll down and you're on Twitch, scroll down and you will find the link in there. Actually, let me just drop it for you here. It's better. Here. I need to change that link in the bot. Thank you for reminding me. And it should have a diesel motor and pumps out back smoke. Also, it was like 2010. Not too bad, honestly, for what it was. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. Apparently, the actual diehard fans of Castlevania didn't like it, but, you know. All right. Yo. Scalia, you come as I'm ending, and General B1, you also come as I'm ending. Dude, the person who made my pre-build didn't forget to remove the plastic seal of my AO and amateurs. Fucking plebs. Someone last night told me I didn't know anything about PCs, then proceeded to say they had the 5080 Super. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, the number of people who comment like on TikTok, on my TikToks and stuff, and they tell me they have something that doesn't exist, you know? They have a 4080 Ti. What the fuck? That happens so much. Fucking LARPers. It's like the DMC of Castlevania. Hey, I wouldn't go that far. Wait, is it that bad? Is it really that bad? Ah, that's a shame. General B1, what country are you from? I am from Algeria, but I live in Canada. So right now I am in Canada. My next bid will have Ryzen 4070. No, they don't make those anymore. You're out of luck. Not that bad, but the best I could come up with. Yeah. Well, I didn't like the second one. I think I didn't even play the second one. I played a little bit of it. Yeah, I didn't play it. I played a little bit of it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And yeah. Yeah. Oh, you will buy secondhand? Well, good luck to you. All right. I'm out of here. I will go stuff myself, and I will see you guys in Discord. All right. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already, because yeah. What's the best clipping software? Well, the best clipping software is OBS. But if you have an NVIDIA GPU, just use the NVIDIA thing. It's good enough-ish. All right. See ya, guys. See ya in Discord. Make sure you join. If you don't join, then I'm not gonna talk to you again. And all right. Bye. Yeah.